Hello, beautiful and magnificent beings. Welcome to today's reading. I am doing something a little bit different today. So this is in regards to the supermoon and the 1010 portal. So let's see what messages we have today. If you chose this card, you chose space. And so I feel like this is a time of rest, but also productivity. I know this might seem like conflicting, but with all of these colors, like vibrant fire, look at all that orange and red, and like she's in deep thought or meditation. Like I feel like you are moving into, I'm hearing the word destined, a destined time in your life for something completely new, something different. I feel like the universe is going to be opening space for you to, 1:11 on the clock timer. The universe is expanding and opening space for you at this time to contemplate, to plan, reflect, to get ready, to move forward, to shift timelines, possible initiations. I feel like major blessings. Everything is coming together for you at this time. Again, shifting timelines, jumping timelines, expansion, more awakening, like definitely part of the reason that you're here at this time, living a fulfilling purpose, a fulfilling life. This could be something completely new and different for some of you, but for others, this is something you've known about, you've been working towards or wanting to do, and this space is opening for you to completely focus on this. For example, if there's been other things that have been distracting, or you just didn't quite, excuse me, have the time because you were working a job, more blessings, more abundance, allowance, again, space opening for you. Whatever's been preventing you from going this way, this direction, or solely focusing, the things that held you back are slowly going to disappear, be pulled out of your world. I'm hearing pulling out of your atmosphere. Whatever it was, it's just going to, and nothing suddenly or abrupt or jolting, like it's just going to fall away so naturally. The path is opening to more beautiful experiences, abundance, blessings, things that you expect, unexpected opportunities as well. It is time for you to give your full focus and attention to this. Beautiful. Okay, let's see what we have. Okay, and next we have throat chakra, and I know there are a lot of activations and healing going on right now, and other readings, people that I watch regularly, which not very many, but even with these few, there seems to be a lot of throat activity going on. So this is another blessing, activation and healing for you, speaking very clearly, very intelligently, with confidence to yourself, out into the world, like making it happen. Expression, expressive, artistic creation. This could be through music, actual putting together of art pieces or paintings, vocal of some sort, vocalization, also public speaking. I'm hearing helping others also to open. You could be a type of healer. And just by people being around you, hearing your voice in whatever form or shape that it takes, 444 on the clock timer, wow. Just hearing your voice, the tone is very healing and activating. Again, You are a healer in many ways. In some ways you might not even realize it. It's just something you do without even necessarily having to try or think, oh, I'm a healer, I want to be a healer. It's just your natural state of being. And so look at all of those rings, those waves moving out into the universe here. Okay, so that is you expanding. And again, just by being around you and hearing your voice, the tone, speaking, whatever it is very healing and activating to other people. Let me move that over. And let's see what we have for the next card. Gold. You don't need someone else to fix you. Oh, and she has the cup with gold. This is actually, oh no, it slips my mind. This is a Japanese practice. I actually used to study the language and the culture. And this is one of the things they do when they break a cup or a vase or something. They find it to be more beautiful as they put it back together in pieces, and they have like the little slivers of gold. I can't remember what it's called, but I will put it in when I'm editing. So this is also something that's very healing and something that you can finally accept. Like, I feel that many of you struggled for a time for whatever reason. Like, you were always looking outside of yourself for the healing. Like, you didn't realize the power that you had, how strong you were. This could have come from childhood abuse and neglect. It could have come from bad relationships or quote unquote friends, frenemies. For whatever reason, it has taken you a long time to finally have your confidence. And, you know, gold, you're coming into the golden light, the golden energy, and also reflection. You know, look at all of the yellow and the gold, the red, the orange. Like, this is a golden age for you, a golden time. You're illuminating. This is beyond blooming and blossoming, okay? You're just radiating this divine energy. You're so connected to the universe, to your purpose, to the divine, to your guides. And you see the truth in this, and you're just so joyful and happy and, you know, celebrating every day, everything you do, seeing how you are the person that can heal you. You are the person that expands, that stimulates you, your own life. You have the control of your own life to do whatever it is you want to do without looking for validation or, I mean, there's nothing wrong with getting help, but you realize that you are able to do just about anything, everything that you want to do for yourself. And, you know, if you want to ask for help, that's okay, but you just see that where before you thought everything lay outside yourself, like you always had to look for it somewhere else, you see that this was completely false. And number 8, alchemy. Look at all of the more orange and yellow, so sacral activations as well. Let me hold this up so I can see. The frequency of alchemy activates our magical ability and remembrance of the magic that we hold inside. Okay, this was coming through earlier. Each one of us has the potential to access this ancient knowledge that allowed the true alchemists to perform miracles of transmutation. So again, this is something that you've come to realize, to not just know it, but believe it, like it's been established. You feel it in every fiber of your being. This is another reason you're so healing for others, because you're tapped into your own magic, your own power. It's very activating in every possible way, not just people, but even animals and plants, insects. Notice when you're around other people or things, when you're outside, notice how nature is reflecting this back to you, this divine connection, like really coming into this power in a way that you never had, like in a way that you never fully understood. It's like you don't even really think about it so much now. It's just something you do. You're living it, you're feeling it, you're expressing it. Again, that timeline shift and initiation and activation, another blessing. So very beautiful and incredible. And I love how the oranges, the reds, the yellows coming in also because of that creativity, that passion, that drive, you know, that stability of moving forward and just simply being. Okay, and let's see what our first tarot is. We have, look at that, more orange and yellow, and also look at that throat chakra coming through again. Four of Wands, community, happy families, reunion, coming home, celebration, surprises, parties, weddings, events, feeling welcome, community or family coming together, community spirit, teamwork, success, prosperity. Okay, so coming into this joyful time of your life, again, feeling very expressive, having relationships in ways that you possibly always wanted or dreamed, but you constantly doubted. It just didn't seem like it was going to happen for you. But you know this is different. And again, speaking to these people, whether it's actual family or, you know, just the spiritual tribe, that bond, friends, new friends, old friends, learning how to handle, I'm hearing groups of people and situations differently. Where before I felt like it was, you were more of a one-on-one person, but you're expanding now, whether you're speaking more to larger groups of people, you're having larger groups of friends, and you're learning how to navigate, like, let me see how to put this, with, like, you just know how to speak directly to people and the person, each individual. Like, we're all so different, but you have this gift, again, knowledge coming through, and healing and activations, and you know exactly what to say, how to say it to trigger a person, to activate, to heal them. And we have number 20, crown chakra. And if you look over here, we also, within that center, there's a lot of purple and ultraviolet. Yes, let me see, judgment. The daily choices I make now align me with my life's purpose. A yes, again, confirmation, signs, synchronicity, like very powerful information coming in here. Judgment, self-evaluation, awakening, renewal, composure, decisiveness, homesickness, snap, judgment, apportioning blame, forgiveness, final reckoning, a final examination. As you sow, shall you reap. Okay, so reflection, allowing, giving equally, judgment not in a way that like you're judging yourself or others in like a way that is not helpful to anybody, but just kind of seeing and knowing that truth again, seeing that everything is worked out. Anything also that you might have judged in the past, like you're not a judgmental person. You see, you understand, you accept, you counteract, you balance. You're just flowing in the magic now. Everything is working so effortlessly, so gracefully. And we have heart chakra. Transition, and this is a major transition that you're shifting into. Six of Swords, calmer waters, healing, progress, moving on, moving forward, things calming down, calm after the storm, overcoming hardship, relief, stability, escaping, running away, journeys, travel overseas, going on holidays, feeling deflated. Okay, so this has been a really, really difficult journey. Many years going into this, not knowing when or if things were going to work out, sometimes feeling that you were going to give up, maybe breaking down in tears, experiencing depression. Like, this has not been an easy journey, especially for the earlier years when you were always looking outside of yourself. But eventually all of this searching, this work, you know, that you have done on yourself, never giving up, brought you back. You know, it took you outside of yourself and then it brought you back into yourself, healing your heart, healing your solar plexus, your throat chakra. root chakra, sacral, all of your chakras, your energy centers, aligning perfectly, knowing that you are exactly where you're meant to be at this time, and you always were, even when it didn't feel like it. And you're finally loving yourself, speaking your truth, knowing what you came here to do, seeing how all the work has paid off, and just taking the time, again, space opening for you to reflect, to enjoy, to celebrate. Okay, and let's see 3 things that can help you right now on the path. Oh my gosh. Okay, oops, let me. Okay, so this is the Practical Self-Care Oracle, and I ask for 3 specific things to help you declutter, let go of old items, create new sacred space for yourself. Yes, this is very important. Moving the energy out, feng shui, clearing, moving the furniture, getting rid of things. Just again, space, literally the universe is opening space for you, and also making space for yourself that reflects who you are now and what you're doing. Okay, the next one is past life connection. Someone with heavy influence from a past life is with you. Okay, this might be something you're already aware of. Certain times of the year, ancestors are passed on loved ones. We often feel the presence. Like this time of year for me, my grandmother always makes herself very known. There's no mistaking when she comes to visit. And so just being open, paying attention. If you're not aware of this, just ask. I mean, when this started happening to me, I was like, who is this? What do you want? What are you trying to tell me? And, you know, within a day or two, her name started coming up in random places too often that I know it was her. Plus she has an unusual name. And so just connecting, knowing that you have this support with you right now, this loved one, this ancestor is very proud of you, and I feel like this is a point that they were in their lives as well, but perhaps they didn't get as far as you did, so they're here supporting and cheering you on. Oh, and okay, the last one is sleep and rest. Let your body have the peace it deserves without feeling guilty. Okay, this is another blessing, a healing for you. With all of the work that you've done, you've always felt that nonstop, go, 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 like most of us do, because that is how we are programmed. And this is a time that you can finally let go of that. You know when you need rest, your body tells you, and you listen instead of overdoing it or pushing through. You take the rest you need, and then you come back and do your best work. Okay, and let's see what other blessings you have. Visualize abundance in all forms. The divine gave you such great spiritual power that everything you visualize eventually becomes reality. Hold a steady vision of that which is beautiful, healthful, and positive, and filled with blessings, and that is what you receive. So reminding you of one of your, maybe this is something you used to do but you don't do anymore, and Spirit is reminding you how powerful you are, and this is one of the ways, I mean there's many ways to manifest, but this is one particular that is very powerful for you. So reminding you to use visualization techniques. Okay, and the next one, ask for your needs to be met. Yes, there's never anything wrong with asking for assistance. The divine and the angels come to you to your aid only if you make a free will choice to be helped. And it begins with asking. It doesn't matter how you ask for help, but only that you do so. The same holds true with clearly asking other people to assist you. Okay, so also 1919 on the clock timer, since you have learned to do everything yourself, and you've learned that you have the power within, this is a reminder not to get stuck. Sometimes when we go back and forth from one thing to the complete opposite, now that you have the power, Don't always feel like you have to do everything yourself. This is a reminder that it's okay to ask for help. All the answers, everything you need is within you, but we're human. We still need support from time to time. So asking, your guides, creator, or a friend when you need the help. Not to feel like you have to do everything on your own. And we have deservingness. Yes, I feel like this has been another difficult one for you. You are a beloved child of the divine, like everyone else, and you deserve to receive the support that will allow you to focus upon your divine purpose. Even if you can't yet recognize your lovable qualities, trust that the divine and the angels can see how amazing you truly are. Okay, so I feel like this is another gift and blessing that is being shown to you. Or not just shown, but like you can finally see yourself the way other people have seen you, the way your guides see you, the way that you truly are. Like, this helps you to flow and be more of who you are. Like, you're just so, I feel, not overwhelmed, but like you're just so joyful and grateful for the person that you are. Like, there was a time in your life you never would imagine that you would become the way you are now, and it's just such a precious gift. Okay, and let's see what the last 3 things are you can look forward to and expect. All right, more abundance. Restore, okay, and this goes very well with space. Restoration, a healing when you need it, knowing that again, you can take the time whenever you need it. And the last one, magic, okay, so this is a time of experiencing more magic and miracles into your life, allowing it, creating it, experiencing it, equally back and forth, a nice flow. And with all of this, that's also why more abundance is coming in. You're learning how to simply be, to balance your life, what you're doing, taking the time to rest when you need it, allowing things to expand and open. And those are your messages for the week. I hope they're helpful. Good luck on your path. 2222 on the clock timer. Highest blessings and infinite gratitude. Sat Nam. Hello, beautiful and magnificent beings. Welcome to today's reading. This is a bit different from my usual reading. This is for the full moon, the harvest full moon, and the 1010 portal. More gifts, more blessings, more abundance, what you can expect the next few weeks. And if you chose the first card, the first card in the second pick, you chose alchemy. Okay, so this is a time of activation, of healing. I'm hearing the word initiation. Look at all of that fire, that golden energy, awakening, and with all of the blue, the consciousness, with clarity, with peace of mind, passion, fiery, but also a lot of peace and calm coming into your life. I'm hearing elevated consciousness. From victim to a more powerful version, from victim to victory, and let me see, a new level of power and magic coming into your life. More willpower, less burnout, like supercharged and activated. You're becoming more focused, driven, and disciplined. I feel like with this initiation, it's definitely a powerful move or stepping forward. Like you have one foot in the old and one foot in the new. Like you're moving forward. You're balanced between 2 different worlds right now. And solar plexus, look at that again. Also, we could see that as a solar plexus, but there's some type of activation also. I'm feeling with your hands, like your hand chakras, something being activated, like you might feel guided to put your hands on your body in certain areas, which will be very healing and activating as well, just coming through. And so your solar plexus, again, that fiery passion, not just passion, but like that golden light energy, the initiation, energized, vitality. You're just so focused in a way that you haven't. And you're able to move forward and live your life and do things. Again, I'm hearing more powerful and more magic, where maybe before you felt a bit like a victim, but now you're just like this powerful version. You're stepping into who you were meant to be, who you came here to be. And with that elevated consciousness, oops, sorry, I think I bumped the camera. Just being guided, knowing, living in this power, just feeling like this golden light inside of you and around you. I mean, look at how both the hand and the solar plexus have that same golden energy coming out of it, coming off of it. Major elevation. Okay, and we have voyage. We have a tail in the background that looks like it might be a whale or a fish or something. 34, voyage. You already have all of the answers. Okay, so this is one of the gifts and blessings that's coming through for you at this time. I feel like some of you have been searching or looking for specific answers. Like there's a decision that needs to be made and you weren't exactly sure what to do. And I feel like this information, I mean, we all have the information within us. We all know what to do. Even though sometimes we're a little reluctant to believe or follow the intuition, we could be fearful. We might want to deny this information because we don't want to deal with the circumstances at the time. But I feel like this is another one of the gifts and blessings that's opening to you. Like you are now becoming more aware. Like when an idea comes to you or an information, when the answer comes to you that has always been there, you don't hesitate, like you act on it. You know it's in your best interest and you see it with gratitude and joy, not hesitation and fear like maybe in the past. Like you just jump on it. You know this is right for me, I'm doing it. Like you don't think of the circumstances or have any fearful doubts of what might happen. You just know this is good, this is right, this is best for me now, and I'm gonna have a quicker and better outcome. So you just jump on it and know this. And coherence, number 13. The frequency of coherence supports our ability to harmonize the frequency of the heart with the frequency of the mind for an optimal ability to create the reality that we desire. Okay, so also some heart activation for you. More powerful manifesting, creating, allowing, giving, receiving in a way that you haven't before. Again, very powerful, and just look at those hands. You know, you're someone that might create with your hands. You know, we have those powerful chakras, and also just radiating that golden divine energy, that connection with source. And you know, the coherence with your heart is very powerful, and this is something that you find, what is the word I'm looking for? Like it's the simplicity, like you overlook the simplicity. Like before you were able to manifest and attract, but it was more difficult, it took longer. And you know, maybe you were putting too much effort. A lot of times humans, we do this, you know, we make things more difficult than they are, but now you're just seeing the simple simplicity and allowing that power energy to work through you and for you without having to be, without making it so complicated. Okay, and let's see, our first, look at that solar plexus coming through again. Standing your ground, 7 of Wands, standing up for your beliefs, fighting your corner, protective, defensive, determining, challenging, opposing, stamina, holding your own, taking the high road, maintaining control, territorial, assertive. Okay, so again, that power, that higher consciousness, 1 foot in, 1 foot out, moving forward, taking action, not allowing yourself to be pushed around, to be discouraged. You know what you want, you know how to get it, and you're doing it. You're just, unstoppable force moving forward. Like you don't feel there's anything that can stop you or hold you back in any way, where before that might have been an issue. You know, you're experiencing the magic. It's motivating. It's inspiring for you. Solar plexus under solar plexus. I love it. Solar plexus. Oh my God. Yeah. Oh my God. Solar plexus 3 times. How synchronistic is that? Patience. 8 of Pentacles. Okay. Let me see. Oh, okay. Never mind. I thought there was another 8, but I was wrong. New job, self-employment, building business, trade, reputation, craftsmanship, quality, master, expertise, hard work, commitment, dedication, concentration, success, accomplishment, ambition, confidence, results, rewards. Okay, so coming into your own here, doing what you came here to do, what you love, building a business, helping yourself, helping others, rippling out into the universe. You know, look how that light, that fire is radiating out into the world, touching the lives of others, bringing more abundance, even though it's not necessarily a focus, but you are attracting that into your life because of the energy, the fire that you are radiating, the passion, that power. You're just forcefully attracting and pulling things to you. Sacral, fulfillment, 9 of Cups, wishes coming true, realizing dreams, happiness, cheerfulness, joy, fulfillment, positivity, optimism, satisfaction. Oh my gosh. Satisfaction, success, abundance, prosperity, achievements, rewards, confidence, high self-esteem, triumph. Okay, solar plexus coming in again with high self-esteem. So you are loving this. This is the time in your life that you are flourishing like you never have. Like all of these amazing things are coming in. It's not just like, you know, scarcity and occasional acquiring something that you want or you desire. Like this is a very full, happy, abundant, prosperous life. Like everything is working for you. Everything is coming together. The joy, the passion, the happiness, the exuberance, the creativity, you know, fulfillment. Okay, and so the next 3 cards are specific things that will help you when you need it. Awakening, a realization, a shift, or discovery. Okay, so that's exactly what this is. It could also be seen as an initiation. This is going on a lot right now in the world with many of us. So this is like the highest level of awakening. Not that you could come into, there will be more, 3444 on the clock timer, but right now in your life, this is the highest level that you have experienced so far. Like you are just a beacon of light. You are on fire. You're shining. You have all of this golden energy around you. It's a very creative time, a passionate time. You can see how the water is just kind of washing over him, cleansing him. This actually kind of reminds me of the movie V for Vengeance, I think it was. Natalie Portman and the guy with the fox mask. And there's a scene where she's standing on a rooftop and she's like having this realization and the rain is washing down on her and she's holding her hands up crying. So it's a lot like that. Like this is a time of your life that you weren't sure if you were ever going to experience. and remembering how powerful this is. And also I feel like water is very powerful for you. So spending time around water or in water is very cleansing and powerful. Okay, something else, music. Music can heal wounds that medicine cannot touch. So always listening to some specific type of music, experimenting with music, finding what works for you. In this day and age, it's becoming a little more difficult because there's so much garbage out there, especially now with the AI. I was just talking to someone about this, and it is just, I do not like the AI music. There's no feeling, there's no soul. It's just like white noise in the background. So really listening to music or even creating music that moves and touches your soul, it's extremely healing for you. Okay, and open up. You're being asked to open your heart to another, to let down your walls and trust that they want what is best for you. Your life will open up in wonderful ways once you decide to open up. So this is another gift and blessing coming in. Oh my gosh, sorry about that. Up here it's talking about your heart. So again, opening your heart, like you're finally trusting all of the wounds have been or will be healed. Like you see the truth and why things happen. You've learned the lessons. You're finally experiencing and seeing how you don't have to hide anymore. You can allow your heart to be open and express yourself. You know how to protect yourself now, which, you know, sometimes sneaky people get in there, which isn't to say from time to time, someone might hurt our feelings, but you bounce back from that. You don't allow it to hurt you the way it did before. You're much stronger than that. You keep moving forward. You know how much to let someone in for the most part, and who to keep at bay. You can read people easier. You can feel the energy. You know it's safe to have this heart opening now. So beautiful. And let's see what we have next. Focus on your priorities. When you focus, where you put your focus, I can't see. Where you put your focus is where you receive your outcome. Your priorities are calling you, which may produce a feeling of anxiety unless you give them time and attention they and you deserve. Even a small amount of time devoted to your priorities will help you feel better and more comfortable. Okay, so I feel like all of this that's happening and coming into fruition, like it might feel a little overwhelming at first, but you're easily going to and smoothly sail through this. Like you've learned how to focus on what is most important, what is best for you. You don't allow other people or things to distract you in a way they have before. You just have that, again, that passion, that drive for yourself in a way that you haven't experienced. This is a whole new level, a whole new awakening for you. And we have positivity, faith, and optimism. Heart chakra again. You open the doorway to positive experiences and opportunities with your positive expectations and energy. Do not allow negative energy or temporary setbacks to interfere with the path that you are on. Keep the faith and keep going. So reminding you also, your guides are always here. You're being watched over. Your ancestors, your passed on loved ones, especially at this time of your life, you may already know or feel this energy because this is such a unique time. You are doing something in your life at this time that your ancestors did not accomplish. And you are making such a huge difference in the world and in your own life. 40:04 on the clock timer. And so they just want you to know how proud of you they are and that they are with you. They are around you and watching over. And we have unlimited ideas. Your mind is one with the divine infinite mind. Therefore, you have complete access to unlimited ideas, guaranteed to bring blessings. All you need to do is take divinely guided action to allow these ideas to come to fruition. Okay, so this is a message, a heads up. Now that you're in this power, you're going to be receiving more ideas, more inspiration for things than you ever have. And you will follow through. I feel like maybe in the past you didn't always follow, but now because you are ready for this, you will be receiving more. You're going to be very busy, but not overwhelmed or drained or anything like that. That's another reason the solar plexus is being activated. As I said earlier, you're going to have this drive and this more willpower and less burnout, more organized and more vitality and focused. The discipline, the drive, because you're being given this gift of knowledge, and you are meant to create these specific things that will be coming in for you. No one else can create them the way that you are going to, and they're going to shift consciousness of the planet. Okay, and the next 3 gifts and blessings that you can expect. We have fortune, okay, so that's twice it's coming in telling you prosperity, money, wealth, abundance in all possible forms. You are the star of your life. The stars are shining on you. This is your time. And again, yellow coming in. I love that. The next one is love, okay, so 3 times the heart has showed up for you, or the heart chakra. This is a time in your life also that you're going to be coming in connection with somebody. A romantic relationship, partnership, friendship of some sort. The perfect, and I mean, you'll know right away what a gift and blessing, like, you know, it'll be almost like, you know how you hear about people who've been together for a long time, or they just have this connection where they just know what the other person's thinking without saying it. You'll have that deep connection, that deep love with somebody. Possibly some of you have been waiting for this your whole life. And lost. Okay, so for the first time in your life, again, with all of this new awakening and powerful golden energy activations, initiations coming in, you are never going to feel lost again. And many of us go through this on and off. It's like from the beginning, you know, in childhood, how many times into our adult life we have felt lost. Am I doing the right thing? Should I keep doing this? Should I do this? Should I do that? Should I, you know, so many should, and uncertainties. So this is another precious blessing. You are never going to feel lost again. You will always know what to do. You feel the guidance. You have the power. You are supported. And this is a completely new activation timeline. As I said before, this is a way of life that you haven't experienced. You're being elevated to the next level of consciousness. So, wow, alchemy, you know, you're learning how to navigate in a way that you haven't. You have the power. You don't look outside of yourself. You have all of the answers. Love, fortune, prosperity, it's all happening and coming to you now. So those are your messages for the week. I hope they are helpful. Good luck on your path. Highest blessings and infinite gratitude. Sat Nam. Hello, beautiful and magnificent beings. Today's reading is a bit different. This is in regards to the harvest full moon and the 1010 portal coming up. So what you can expect, what you have to look forward to, these new activations and healings, these blessings, these initiations. So let's start with our first card. We have heat. And you can see all these oranges and reds and some yellow. And you can see the hands on the back of the head. Like I feel some type of cooling. Also touching, I'm feeling passion, sacral energy coming through, possibly some type of sacral healing or activation, passion, sensuality, sexuality healing for some of you. And the hands, I feel like that's someone else's hands touching the head. Like there's some type of healing going on here with the touching and the awakening and the enriching, enlightening, I'm hearing pulling power, like some type of touch to awaken, to heal, activating is happening here. So you could actually, during this time, you might actually feel heat, or if you're going through some type of healing, a lot of times we feel like this burning inside of us. There could be some type of kundalini. There could be some dragon energy healing. You might feel like fire around you or burning. I actually just went through a very strange healing myself, healing some old childhood trauma, and my face, oh my God, for like 3 solid days, my face felt like it was on fire. It was so painful and red and irritating and stinging. And so it was the way my body was processing the trauma. So it's possible something like that might be happening, but I'm really getting a lot of just awakening process, passion, healing, motivation, moving forward, and creativity, and definitely sexuality, some type of sexual healing as well. Physical health, look at that. Vitality, strength, body image, balance. Okay, so this is a very powerful time of healing, something that has been going on in and within your body. This is also speaks to me very much after what I just told you, but also some other things. And body image, okay? I feel that some of you have been struggling for a long time with body image, and I know it can be very frustrating and difficult, especially when the world is constantly pounding us with their idea of what they think is beauty, when all that really matters is our idea. What do we think is beautiful? You know, especially in this day and age, it has changed so much. And I feel like you're being blessed with the strength, the physical health, like you are finally coming out of that struggle, whatever it was, whether it was actual physical or just the mental stress. Like you're learning to see yourself in a way that you haven't before. You finally recognize, you see how beautiful you are, how extraordinary you are physically, mentally, emotionally. And I feel like the struggle is finally, something just kind of snapped or clicked. I feel again like an activation, some sort of initiation. That word keeps coming up in all three, like initiation is very powerful right now. It keeps coming up in all the readings. Number 4, mirror. Treat your body like the palace it is, okay? Again, I love how that, so far, this is all about some type of physical, mental, emotional healing. And a perfect example, look at this girl, okay? 3 years ago, 2 years ago, you would not have seen cards like this. What was the overall very stringy, scrawny, anorexic looking white women was what was considered beautiful for a very long time. I remember a couple years ago I went into Target, and for the first time ever they had full-sized mannequins. It blew my mind. I'd never seen anything like it. And just like this card, you know, they're catering to people now who do not, to more people other than just, again, that anorexic looking, unhealthy. And it's like people would do whatever it took. It didn't matter if you were achieving it in an unhealthy way. You were only acknowledged when you looked that way. It didn't care how you did it. But now, you know, people are finally starting to see that there's more types of beauty is more acceptable, as it should be. I mean, even the makeup counters now, if you look at the makeup, the pictures of the models, there are a lot of people with freckles on their face, with the gaps between their teeth. Like you never would have seen that a few years ago. And I feel like, again, you're finally coming to a point you can accept yourself. And I've said this before, if there's something about yourself you're not happy with, then you have the power to change it and do it for yourself, not someone else. And you know, as long as it's in a healthy way and you're not hurting yourself or someone else, I see nothing wrong with you know, making the changes that make you feel better. So this is a powerful healing, and I feel like a lot of you are starting to also nourish, to respect your body. You're eating healthier, you're doing exercise, you're wearing clothes that maybe you wouldn't have worn before. Like, you realize how good you can feel about your appearance in certain types of clothing. Oh, you know what? Let me open the window. It is getting so hot in here. Oh. Oh, there we go. And we have consciousness, number 17. And so far we have reds, oranges, and blues coming in. Interesting colors today, color theme. And all the readings, there was like 2 specific colors that came through. The frequency of consciousness supports our ability to focus our attention on all the multidimensional aspects that show up so that we can include them in our reality. Okay, so learning to decipher, again, we are constantly being bombarded with information, pictures, music, the news. Like, somebody is always trying to convince us of something that isn't true about ourselves. And I feel like one of the gifts and blessings is your consciousness. Again, you're being elevated and raised to a higher consciousness. And when these things, when you feel targeted, when you see information and propaganda that's coming at you, I feel like you are able to decipher it for the truth, for what it is. It can no longer affect you. You no longer allow it to hurt or influence you in a way that it did before. You see it for exactly what it is. And I also feel like you are going to be helping others, like you're going to be pointing this out in some way. If someone approaches you or you're talking to someone and the topic comes up, like you're going to help the younger generation feel good about themselves. Like, you might even be starting some kind of a business or speaking publicly, very passionately about this, not in a defensive, destructive way, not pointing the finger, you know, because you realize this doesn't really help anybody. It just causes more division. So this is going to be something that's just very loving, passionate, and caring, you know, not targeting and pointing the finger and blaming, but just taking responsibility yourself and showing others how to do this in a healthy, happy way. So what a beautiful gift and blessing. Especially now, there's so much division in the world and all of this garbage that's being put out. It's just so frustrating because, I mean, that's the goal, to divide and conquer. The more they separate us, you know, the more difficult it is to make the good things in the world happen. Pain, crown, or I'm sorry, not crown chakra, third eye, again, seeing, oops. Sorry, I'm kind of crunched in around everything right now. I didn't mean to keep bumping the 3 of Swords, third eye. So I feel like also not just the consciousness, but vision. You know, you're being blessed with a gift of vision with your physical health. Heartbreak, betrayal, loneliness, removal, absence, division, depression, separation, sadness, heartache, unhappiness, upheaval, grief, sorrow, upset, disorder, confusion, alienation, loss, distraction, ill health coming up again, conflict, delusion. Okay, every single one of those words describes most of the people in the world today. And you see this, you see the pain in the world. Again, this is such a powerful gift coming in that you are being blessed with, to have the consciousness, to have the vision, to know exactly how to handle it in the most positive way to help yourself and others. Like, just being around you, your energy, you're very, what's the word? You're like a magnet. Like, people are just drawn to you even if they don't know why. This comes up sometimes, but they're just going to see that golden energy, that fire, the passion. They're going to see that you are different and how happy you are. They're going to wonder why you're so happy. and wonder why. They might question you. They might, they want to know things. They want to know why, because they want to feel that way. So again, I feel like you're going to be creating some type of workshop or public speaking, or I don't know, somehow you're going to be doing something very positive to help others around this. It's going to help shift that consciousness and get more people to wake up so they see the truth of what is actually happening and it no longer affects them. The ripple effect. Look at all of that orange and yellow coming in again. Orange and yellow, orange and yellow. Vibrancy, third eye again, Queen of Wands, good business sense, confidence, foresight, an attractive, magnetic, mature woman, a helpful friend who is well-liked, a kind, loyal, generous, confident, a competitive woman who enjoys enterprise and limelight, also values her home and family life. Okay, so having a well-rounded life, attracting more of the life that you've always dreamed of, because you are now able to handle that. You know you deserve it. You're worthy of it. You've worked hard. You've struggled. And also I feel like more people are going to be coming in to support you, and however they can, like with your business, your influence, whatever it is you're doing. I'm hearing travel also, guidance, some type of healing or healer, that third eye vision, your intuition also is going to be coming in very powerful, showing you exactly where to go, the people where you're needed most, and you will know exactly what to say to them to have the biggest impact. Ooh. Heart chakra, recognition, success, victory, winning, having the advantage, triumph, achievement, praise, acclaim, awards, recognition, applause, goodwill, fame, celebrity fans, well-wishers, supporters, crowd, being in the spotlight, riding high. Okay, so you're going to be hugely successful in this. And you're doing it out of passion, that fire, the sacral, the creativity, the love from the heart, your sensuality, your sexuality. Again, that had come through before with also for some of those people who needed healing in that area. But this is overall just a very loving and passionate expression of self and for others, touching the lives of many, and it's just going to be a very joyful, abundant, prosperous life for you. Okay, and let's see what we have. 3 things that will be very helpful for you when you need it. Obsession, focusing too much on one situation. The need to take a step back. Okay, so this is another blessing and gift that's coming in for you. I definitely feel like in the past you were very obsessed, especially when it came to how you looked, your health, your weight, but you have learned to step back, to see the bigger picture, not to be so myopic and focusing on one specific thing. Avoid toxic people. Hang out with people who will uplift your spirit, not bring you down. This is another major awakening for you. Because a lot of times when we feel down or we're down on ourselves or we feel that we are unworthy or deserving, we tend to hang out with people who are less than, not ideal, not the best for us. But this is another thing that you have discovered. You now surround yourself with the healthiest people. You don't allow others to come in and influence you and to make you feel bad about yourself. And the last thing, clear your energy, refuel your energy, and reclaim your power, which is exactly what you have done and doing and continue. Like you've learned to let go of the bad things, or so-called bad things that were not healthy for you. You have a completely new mindset. You're thriving. You've learned to work with energy as well. You're a type of healer. You know the right words to speak to others. You know what it takes to get to the point where you are now, and you're just living, thriving, and exuding this amazing, incredible energy. Okay, and we have, let me see, do the work. It's not enough to dream or pray. You also have to take the positive action steps that you are I can't see. You've also got to take the positive action steps that you are being divinely guided to take. Consistently working on your priorities will make them flourish like a lush flower garden. Okay, so this is something else that you have grown into, that you've learned, a very powerful shift in consciousness, a divine blessing and gift that you've always had. Gratitude list, counting the blessings and feeling gratitude for what you already have helps you to be centered in your heart. Okay, heart chakra coming up again. Instead of fixating on worries in your mind, again, obsession coming up, and what and who you are grateful for right now. Keep focusing upon gratitude and you'll discover the amazing generosity of the universe, okay? So this is something else. You're seeing all of these blessings are coming into you now. Everything you've worked so hard for, everything you've asked for assistance and guidance with, you stuck to it, you did the work, and now everything is coming in and paying off. Again, flourishing, abundance, prosperity, living your dream life, employment change. Your career path is leading you in a higher direction. Okay, that's already come through 2 other times. With positive changes to support your dreams, priorities, passions, and life purpose. Trust that these changes will help you release the old and welcome the new. You are being supported each step of the way. Yes. Amazing, beautiful. Okay, so that's another, 3rd time synchronicity, switching jobs. And most likely whatever you were doing, I feel for many of you, was part of the problem why you felt so bad. People were not treating you well and were very disapproving of you. And the last 3 messages, more of what you can expect with the new moon and the 1010 portal. We have transformed. Look at that diamond. You have transformed into the beautiful stone, the crystal, the diamond. You can expect more transformation. Again, the higher consciousness, the activations, reaching new levels of heightened awareness, healing, creativity, passion, sensuality and sexuality. You are the diamond in the rough, or you were the diamond in the rough. Now you are the cut diamond. Growth, continuing on with growth. Beautiful. And I feel like this is also a blessing for you because this growth is something that you look forward to. You expect it, you acknowledge it, you look at it in a joyful way, where before you probably ran from it or you did not look forward to it, you saw it in a negative way. But now you see how beautiful and helpful and how it shifts you. So you're more open to growth and transformation in a way that you weren't. And the last message, you can expect more of curiosity in your life. I feel like this kind of goes with growth. Like curiosity is something you're open to in a way. You might have seen things as frustrating or heavy or just not wanting to deal with it. But now you're living life with more of a curiosity. Like, what happens if I do this? Or what if I go that way? All of that fear and the questioning and the doubt of what if, and transform into what if curiosity, like, oh, not what if, but that high vibrational living in the moment, fun, what treasures, let me be curious and see what happens this way. So seeing and viewing life in a completely new and different way than you did before. So those are your messages for the week. I hope they are helpful. Good luck on your path. Highest blessings and infinite gratitude. Sat Nam.